I really want to have some kind of control over what they're eating for the first 7 days, because I promised them, right? So that's what I do. I'm really concerned about how all this works. And I tell them the detox tea, I say, I want you to drink that at night. If they have some detoxing issues, you can tweak that. But I say basically at night, because you're starting with your digestive system in the morning, you're ending with your digestive system at night. It's all about the tummy. Everything is. So the detox at night helps digest their food so they can rest better. So, you know, have you seen these clinics that are up with big banners that go digestive system clinic? Jessica, you've got the best digestive system clinic ever. You're an Arbonne consultant. That's what you've got. So we have got the answer to everybody's digestive system issues. We can't claim medical stuff, but I promise you, if you tell somebody that they will have more energy and wellness in just 7 days, you can even tell more their money back. It's a 45-day money back guarantee on an incredible 30-day program. So why don't you just tell them if they don't have that in 7 days, they can send it back. So, I mean, that's entirely up to you. So you're ordering. Okay, everybody orders a kit. So when their kit's going to come in, I can see on my dashboard and everything, I can see on my ordering when Andrea's going to get her kit. And I call her Sunday night. Andrea, I just saw that you're going to get your stuff tomorrow. I'm so excited. Be sure and call me when you open it up. I want to make sure everything's there. Now, I'm really not concerned that everything's there. I just want her to call me. But she doesn't know anything about it. So she's going to call me and go, hey, yeah, I've got this and this and this and this. It looks like everything's there. I'm not telling her to call me to go over how she's going to do it, because she's going to tell me she already knows, because I've already talked to her about it. But I want to make sure everything's right in her kit. And oh, save me, y'all. Do not give them a choice on that list of free products. If they're in the wellness, Andrea, you're going to get a free box of the Calm Energy drinks. You know, that's your B6 and B12 drinks. And so you can either get an extra box of citrus or an extra box of pomegranate. Which one do you want? I don't tell her she can get 10 other things, because she's going to have to think about it for 3 days and then she's going to forget it. And it's not going to be a big deal. If they're in the wellness, you pick it. They can get their free gift the next time they order. Don't give a female a choice, starting with me. Everybody agree with that? Thumbs up? Yeah, everybody knows that's true. Okay, so then Andrea calls me, hey, I got my box. I said, great, and everything's in it. Hey, Andrea, have you still got that sheet that we went over? Yes. Will you grab that? Well, I'm not sure where it is. Well, get it. Now, wait. Okay, now tell me what you're going to do first thing in the morning. Oh, I already know what to do. I know, but see, this is how I train. And, you know, I don't know. You may decide you need some extra money. But anyway, I want you to tell me what you're going to do starting tomorrow. And she goes, okay, it says I'm going to put 1 packet of this Digestion Plus in, probably it would dissolve better in hot water. So I'll put it in 4 ounces of warm water. No, I needed you to circle cold. Oh yeah, that's right. But you know, a lot of stuff doesn't dissolve well. Well, then we've just shot ourselves in the foot, because we know this is live, you know, enzymes and everything, and they will have lost everything in warm water. So they're going to start with the cold. So there you were able to correct this. I don't know if you've had anybody call you after a few days and you've checked in on them and they go, hey, did you know that Digestion Plus dissolves so much better in warm water? Sure I do. But that's not how it works. So that's why I'm having Andrea read this to me. Not because she's not smart, but we just need to go over this. Okay, so we've got all that set out. And so she knows exactly what to do. She's got a list of snacks. I'm sure you give your people snacks. And so she's starting the next morning. The end of the first day, I text her at night and I go, when were you hungry? I don't say, were you hungry? I say, when were you hungry? She might answer me, she might not. Remember, she's got 2 kids. Well, actually, she's got 3, and she's trying to potty train one, so she's real busy. She hasn't got time to tell me when she was hungry. She may tell me that later on that night. She may tell me the next day. I'm not going to bother her. I just want to know when she's hungry. And I think the less you kind of don't bother them, unless you haven't heard from them in 2 or 3 days, the better off. She'll text you back. The second day, I send them a picture of what I'm snacking. sometime around 10 o'clock in the morning. And I send a picture of maybe a fizz, and I go vitamin B6, B12, maybe with rice cake, and you know, those crummy white rice cakes nobody likes. You put some cashew butter on it, and it will become your new best friend. You know, they're really, really yummy. Well, they aren't, but the cashew butter is. So I say, this is what I'm eating. How about you? And that's all I text her. That's my second day, okay? So I'm waiting to hear back from her. If I don't hear back from her that night, I may have to call her or just go, hey, Andrea, I know it's been crazy. I just want to check back in and see, when were you hungry? And she may tell me that she really isn't hungry. And I'll say, great. I said, what'd you have at snack at 2 o'clock? And she says, well, you know, I really wasn't hungry, so I didn't snack. You have to eat. Have you ever talked to somebody that weighs 300 pounds and they say they don't eat a lot? They're really being extremely honest with you. They don't. They eat wrong things, but they skip a meal because they figure they're not hungry, so they're not going to eat. How many of us have ever skipped a meal and then wondered why we didn't lose weight? Anybody else besides me? Raise your hand, Jessica. I see you smiling. There. Oh, okay. There it goes. But you know, you didn't lose any weight when you skipped a meal, did you? I didn't. And the reason you didn't is your body is set up, you know, God's got a, I'm not trying to go to preaching, but God's got a great system here. And when you skip a meal, your body wonder when she's going to feed me again. And she starts hanging on, you know, Kerry, when are you going to feed me again? And it doesn't know. So it starts hanging on all the fat just in case it needs it. And I'm waiting for all that fat to go away. You have to feed the monster. That would be me. You have to feed your bodies. You have to keep your metabolism up. That's why we do 2 shakes before 3 o'clock. You have to get your metabolism up. That's why you have to snack at 10 and 2, even if you're not hungry, because that's going to kind of catch up with you down the road. You have to snack. If you have a bigger snack at 2, that may be better. And let me interject this real quick. Somebody says, hey, Andrea, let's go ahead and let's go get some lunch today. And you can go, sure. I don't care where you're going. She said, well, let's just run by Wendy's real quick. Oh, geez, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you how to eat healthy at Wendy's. You go in and you get a half of a grilled chicken salad, okay? And if you think you're starving, you can get a small cup of chili. It's not the best, but remember, these people have been eating donuts. Remember, they got a donut on their head? So this is much better than that. You kind of, this is a lifestyle change. I've got to help people change their lifestyle. That's my job. That's your job. And you know who you're coaching? You're coaching your next area manager. It may be in your warm market, and she might be your best friend, but she may be just somebody that you've met, and she's your new best friend. But you better coach her like she's going to be your next area manager. Because if she's not your next area manager, she definitely will give you a referral. So you eat all that, and then she has to go back, and I say, Andrea, I know what you ate, you know, you ate all that at lunch. She still has to have her vitamin B6 and B12 fizz at 2 o'clock. And she still has to have her second shake before 3. And she is so stuffed she can barely do it. You know what she learned? Not to eat that much at lunch. You've got to keep your metabolism up. So she says, you know, I could hardly get that shake down before 3 o'clock. And I'll go, well, what did you learn? To eat less, because I've got to have that shake at 3, before 3 o'clock. Did that all make sense? Kind of. It's keeping your metabolism up so you lose weight. And I can even tell you, Andrea, when you're going to have the most energy every day, and that's at 4 o'clock. If you're going to have a shake in the morning and you're going to have 2 B6, B12s at 10 and 2, and you're going to have another shake before 3 o'clock, you may have, you know, I don't know, a small salad at lunch. You're going to have lots of energy, and you will start losing weight. And that's how it comes off. Okay, so then we got day 4. I guess I thought this brown this brown rice recipe was in everybody's, you know, Facebook packet, but apparently not. But it's one that we use a lot, and I send them that recipe. And I had people on my team when this was first starting say, Well, it's in the Facebook page. Oh, I got a little ADD going on here. I forgot I needed to sign up Andrea to the Facebook page. Y'all have got one, I'm sure. Skip that, fill that in. But anyway, I send this brown rice recipe and somebody said, well, it's on the Facebook page. They can find it there. Well, remember, Andrea's got 3 kids and she's potty training one, and she doesn't have time to get on there, and she will not get on that Facebook page every single day. It's your job to make it easier for her. So send her one of your favorite recipes, or send her that brown rice recipe that you get to keep to make chicken fajitas and taco bowls and whatever else. Brown rice has got a lot of protein. You could heat it up and put some salsa on it. So that's what I do on day, what day am I doing this on? 4. Sorry about that. Back up to day 3. I skipped that. Call them if you want to reach out to them. And sometimes I'll say, tell me what you ate yesterday, starting with the Digestion Plus and cold water. And, you know, that's how I have found out a lot of times they did not snack at 2 o'clock. And it's real important to snack even if they're not hungry. Andrea probably did not text me back and say, thank you for the brown rice recipe. And that doesn't matter. I just touched base. On day 5, I want to know how she's feeling. So, you know, I don't know if y'all have been in the business probably long enough to have somebody have some flu-like symptoms, you know, because they're detoxing. And I think that's when my girl quit that I didn't know about for 2 weeks. So I want to know how they're feeling. If they go, well, you know, I think I'm getting sick. You know, I might have gotten the flu, and I'll go, or they'll say, I'm not sure I can do this. And I'll go, just hang with me. You know, people that are detoxing, your body's changing. So it's going through some things. You might tell them to go ahead and have another detox in the morning and just drink lots of water. I also have a lot of my detoxers drink a designated bottle of water with their shake. And they'll say, well, I've got a Yeti at my desk. I'm drinking water. Well, a designated bottle of water with their shake will also help keep them full. That's another little thing we've kind of stuck in. Okay, then on day 6, I want you to send them the easiest protein bar recipe that we've got. Something that you've made before that they can press out in the pan, you know, for a sweet tooth late at night. I think that's real important. I've had the extravagant, I've had the almond joys and all that, but you know, remember, these people are busy and we're just trying to help them get some more energy and wellness. Okay, on day 7, here we are, already on day 7. Tell me about your energy, Andrea. And I'm looking at 4 o'clock. I may have told her that her energy would be there at 4 o'clock. She may say, you know, I'm just not really feeling all the energy I thought I would. Well, I probably should have been able to tell that back when I asked her to tell me what she was eating that day. You know, the day before. You're going to find out if she's not eating enough, then she's not going to have that energy. You know, well, I got so busy, and people are busy. I got so busy I didn't drink my fizz. Okay, well, you're solving the problem with them. You're not spanking them or correcting them. They're telling you, I got so busy. Oh, I understand being busy. I really do. You know, so you've got to give them a lot of grace, but you really want to work with them. So that's what we do on that. Then I've had so many people say, yes, I am rested. You know, yes, I do feel so much better. I've gotten rid of my brain fog. And I'll go, well, tell me about your wellness. And they'll go, well, I'm not sure what you're looking for. Well, are you resting better? Oh yeah, I really am. You know, I used to get up in the night and couldn't sleep, or I had acid reflux, or my husband had acid reflux. If you've got husbands and wives doing a kit. And the very first girl that I sponsored in April before my surgery was in May, she just promoted to regional vice president this last month. So she gave me my E. And so now we're neck and neck, both of us going for nation. But she said she would wake up in the morning, you know, wake up in the middle of the night and reach over there for her husband and wonder where he went. And he'd be sitting on the couch because he had such bad acid reflux. Well, the Digestion Plus took care of that. So I've had lots of great testimonies, I know, from people that have done this before. So, but you really got to stick with them. I think all this staying in touch, you can duplicate that. Polly's got this sheet, and I'm sure she's sent it out to you, or she will send it out to you. But you can get everybody to do this. This is easy to do. And you're only watching one person. Don't worry about having 2 or 3. I mean, it'd be great if you had 2 or 3, but I've heard a lot of coaches say, you know, you can coach 2 or 3, but you really can't coach 4 very effectively. It's harder to do. But remember, I was sitting in a lift chair. I couldn't have a party or a sampling, as we called it. I couldn't fix any dinners. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to do the virtual parties online. I had to read through all this social media because Lisa Voorhees was calling it host to post or post to host. I had no idea what she was talking about. But when I found out I was going to be sitting still for 3 months, I went, I'm going to know how to do this. And that's how that worked. I've got a curiosity post that is on at the bottom of that. And I sent that to this girl, Carla, and I said, Carla, I wrote up a little something. I'm so glad you feel better. I want you to read this and see if you would put this on your Facebook page. You know, it's just kind of a curiosity post, but I don't want you to say anything about Arbonne. And I've gotten a lot of people that say, well, sure, I will. And then I've gotten some people that say, I just don't do Facebook and I don't really put myself out there. And I'll go, I understand. Carla, I'm so glad that you've been so successful these first 8 days. I'm just really excited. You know, if you got somebody that now that you believe that you do have more energy and wellness, do you have somebody that might want to jump in with you on this? And I've gotten at least 2 referrals. Yeah, well, I need, you know, my mom or so-and-so, and that works like that. So when you've got someone interested, or if they will post it, and then do y'all do any kind of curiosity posts or hosting a post?
We definitely do encourage people to, and I've sent them what they could, you know, given them
what they could use. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this: do not let your new detoxer write something. It has to. We say if you're not an area manager or above, we write it for them, because I know somebody can give you enough information about her friend that she's tired, or she's a nurse, or she's this or that, or she's a single mom, she's got 3 jobs, she does this. You can get enough information that you can write something. There's keywords in there that you can stick in. It's on the back of this. So that's real important. And so if somebody says, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Then you say, I'll private message you. And what we have them do is they would message, if it was somebody on Andrea's team, you know, that she did, then it would be Sally and Andrea and me on private message. That way I could see what Sally's saying to Andrea, and if Andrea really wasn't sure what to say, that would be fine. But most of the time our very first response is, hey Sally, I'm so excited you want more information. I truly can't believe it's been this easy for busy people like me. My brain fog is gone. Is tomorrow about 5:30 good time for a quick 10-minute window to chat? And if she says, well, why don't you wait till 9 o'clock when the kids go to bed? Okay, well, go ahead and give me your, well, if this is your warm market, you got her number. If you don't, say, okay, well, give me your number and I'll call you about 9. So what I do is I'm calling her at 9, but Polly's my sponsor. So I call Polly and then I call Sally. And I go, Sally, Kerry, this is Kerry. 9 o'clock is still good? Super. Well, listen, I want to let you know that I've got Polly on the line. She has been in Arbonne a lot longer than I have. And she's done the detox and she's done this Arbonne 30 longer than I have. And I've got her on here so she can answer questions that I don't know. I want to tell somebody right up front that Polly's on the phone. But I put Polly right on the phone. I mean, I call her first and then I call Sally. But I let Sally know right away that I've got Polly on the phone because she can answer questions.
Yeah.
Does that help? Yeah.
Yeah, that's so great. That is amazing. And wow, thank you so much. Okay. That is perfect. So y'all, do you see how really it's just getting kind of deep, you know, with people, not just that surface of, you know, send a quick text. You really want to, I love how, Kerry, how you just dig in, you dive in with people and really, and I find my best it's by far the people I spend the most time with
Yes.
are the ones that I had a guy who I thought, oh, here we go. He asked me 5 million questions before he ever got started. And I was patient and spent all that time with him. And he's one of the ones in that little example I showed y'all that has already referred like 3 people because he had such great, and he was somebody that said, I'll never give up coffee. And so I said, that's fine. Let's start with backing off. And then he just texted me one day, said, I haven't had any coffee in however long. So you have to work with people. But one quick thing I wanted to add, and then I know, Andrea, you had something, and then I know we're a little bit over time, but it's
I'm sorry.
No, gosh, are you kidding? It's so good. I'm so excited that you shared all this with us. But just make sure, and I know everyone who's been doing this for a while would agree, that even if you have a new consultant who's just starting with a 30-day, you want to treat them the same exact way. Because they might be, you know, maybe they came into the 30-day and they thought, well, I want to do this as a business too, but they've never done it. Don't assume that, oh, well, they're a consultant. So no, you need to treat them like they were a client, because it's duplication. And so it's really, really important that we are teaching to teach to teach. You know, so we're teaching them, they're going to teach somebody, they're going to teach somebody, they're going to teach somebody.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, and I love this. And so it doesn't have to be sexy or whatever. It's just, it is what it is. You know, this is what I'm doing. And I mean, that's the exact same thing we heard in Nashville. You know, it's just, that's great. So that was definitely one thing that I just wanted to make sure to share with you guys. And I think that was it. Andrea, you had something I know that you wanted to add.
Yeah. So the one thing, well, first off, Kerry, thank you so much for sharing this.
You're welcome.
So appreciate it. And for those of you who are following the RVP2B trainings that we've been following, there's a group of us doing that. This is what the topic was a tracker and just how it your business. Well, the thing is that I find myself personally, I mean, I was telling Polly, I said, it's so funny because I have intentions, the best of intentions to do it. But it's just like what Kerry said with that example about like, you know, I get someone signed up to do it and then I just kind of forget. And then maybe I'll check in with them once or twice because I'm so embarrassed that I haven't, because I'm already on to the next thing, or I'm dropping off a skincare set, or I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that like my business is popping, but like, I'm not like, it took me so much work to get that person. Why am I not building that relationship with that person? And so if you're not doing the RVP2B training, I would suggest, you know, getting with someone and getting access to that one call, because it reinforces everything that Kerry said. But it's just the matter of like, I hope what everyone got out of it is basically, you know, we take so much time to get these detoxers. And then it's like, we have 30 days to win them over for the business, you know, but like, what is someone's value that they bring to the business is their network. Well, if they decide not to do the business, they're still going to bring you their network if they're successful with a 30-day. And so like that's huge. And just taking that extra little bit of time to just, you know, just like you were saying, send a quick text. And just so you know, we're putting the new tracker, we've updated it and we're putting it up on our website. I've got 4 detoxers starting tomorrow. And listen, that is not normal for me. And let me just tell you, was the most important thing I wanted to say today. So if you're on this and you're kind of overwhelmed, like, wait, there's a tracker, wait, there's this. Okay, so how do you get these detoxers every month, you know, to join your team? It's the same thing that we've been talking about leading up to this. So it's, you know, if you're doing group presentations, we say 6 for success, 8 to be great, 10 to win. So how did I get these 4 detoxers? Well, last week I did a lunch and learn at my dentist office, did a lunch and learn at a law firm, and then I did, we had an event, a superfood supper at our house. And that's how I got these detoxers. And so now I'm going to take that one step further. And because it's like, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I need to tell them everything right now. Like I've got like a whole month to like develop this relationship with them, and then kind of to interview them too, to see if I want them on my team, you know? So like, you know, so it's like, so I just think it's an amazing thing that if we all need to be like, my goal is to be duplicating this, because if we were all doing that and retaining people, like Kerry says that she's retaining people. And Kerry would like you to stress that again, just like how that transformed your business. Like You know, like when you said that, like you were at one point at something, and then you just started embracing this. And I know, I see that Christina, your daughter's on too. So as her upline, do you want to say, like, kind of from an outside perspective, just like how it changed, how it transformed her business?
Oh, wow. Sure. Hi.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. First of all, thanks for having Kerry on. I'm so excited. I'm one of her biggest cheerleaders. But just for you numbers people, I just want to tell you what's possible. I went back and looked, and in December of 2018, Kerry's area was doing 10,000. Okay, and in September of 2019, she finished RVP. She finished RVP. So in 9 months, and when you think about it, the 3 months, if she finished in September, that meant that she did June, July, and August, 3 months. So of June, July, and August, you guys, she was in literally a lift chair. And so the way that it transformed her business is that she kept it simple. She built relationships by attaching herself to all of her clean eaters for 7 days. You know, the post may sound silly, but what she's doing is building rapport and relationships so that when she asks them to host a post, they don't feel like it's just this random person that sold her a kit and then shows up 7 days later. So it's literally about building the connection and rapport, because I feel like people are more willing to do that. And I have always said is that we do our best when we keep it simple, because the brilliance in this business is duplication. And when you keep it simple, you feel like you can turn around and pass it on to someone else. And so the neatest thing about this business is if somebody comes in as a 7-day, hosts a post and ends up upgrading, then they go, gosh, I can do that with my friend. See, what you've been doing is you've been training them to turn around and do the same thing, because I have found that people tend to duplicate how they come into the business. So if someone met someone at a presentation or at a party or whatever you call it, then they're going to turn around and duplicate parties, right? So just duplicating this very simple process is something that people feel like they can do alongside of a busy business. So Andrea, I hope that helps.
Yeah, no,
well, and the thing when people were asking, let me interject this too. When people were asking, and I would say to them, everybody's saying on Sally's post, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And there's like 8 people. I would say, Sally, if 4 of these people jump in and get a kit, you've got 8 people asking. That's $200 next Tuesday. Do you want $200 next Tuesday? If you don't, that's okay. But these are your friends. Somebody's going to get the $200, okay? It isn't like the $200 is going to go away because they're your friend. That doesn't happen. Somebody's going to get it. You're going to get it, or I'm going to get it. And they go, well, I don't know. Well, I'll just help you do what I did for you for the first 7 days. And some people, let me say this, some people want to wait until the end of the 30 days to, post something or talk about it. They may not lose all the weight that they want to lose. And so they may not be as happy at the end of the 30 days as they are at the end of 7. Everybody's happy at the end of 7 days, unless, they really get sick or something, but everybody is. The gal that, and I tell somebody when they say, let me lose some weight first. And I'll go, Polly, I've got a couple of friends that don't need to lose weight, but they're very, very tired and exhausted. They need this for the energy and the wellness. So seeing your post may help them. So everybody's tired. It doesn't matter. Here's one. It doesn't matter what you weigh if you're tired all the time.
I love that.
So the thin mom that everybody wants to be like, that's got the 3 kids, it doesn't matter. So that's a big deal. So you want somebody to post after 7 days. She can post again when she drops her 25 pounds. But everybody that's happy at the end of 7 days, you want something from them. You want a referral from them. You want to get something really easy to get on Facebook with, something to where they can, you can get some feedback and you say, golly, Bill, there's $200 right there out of the gate.
I love it. I love it. And y'all, we do have these, everything, I know you probably took mad notes, but we do have this. Kerry was so gracious to send us this, so you don't have to worry if you miss something. And like Andrea said, we're making changes to the tracker to incorporate this. And it is so important, that first part, that is just so crucial to create that relationship. So I think that is it for tonight. Anybody else?
I
Question?
would like to have one call to action on this. I would like everyone to go ahead and print that out tomorrow morning or tonight. And like anyone you have, like even if they're in the middle of it, just treat their middle of it like the first 7 days. Like
that's great.
You know,
Yeah.
because like if like even if someone's like on week 3, start the week 1 of the tracker with them to just get that, you know, go ahead and get that relationship in. But I would definitely do that. And because if we're all duplicating this, imagine like what we can accomplish.
You can sponsor 62 people in 1 month.
That would be amazing.
That's what I did.
No, that's amazing. Wow, that's awesome. Well,
Go
thank
for it,
you.
girls.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate it. Christina, thank you for sharing your mom with us. We loved both of you at Bash in Nashville. And you guys, thank you for hopping on. And this will truly explode your business if you just commit to really diving deeper and creating those relationships with your people. So that is it. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you. So
Bye.
grateful. Bye, Kerry.
Bye.